penalty. No holding allowed. I'll give you 2 warnings, only 2 warnings. After that, there'll be a 1-point penalty. You both understand that. Keep your kicks up. Gentlemen, go to your corners, come back ready to fight. Good luck and good health.
Well, Jerry Trimble, maybe not the most accomplished fighter in contact karate, but certainly the flashiest, both in the ring. And, of course, the assortment of aerobatic kicks. And outside the rope enclosure, Trimble has turned into a showman of contact karate. The room lights up when he enters. The past karate champions had to go to Hollywood to reach financial gains, but Trimble's style makes him a natural. But with big-time money now up for grabs in the sport, Jerry feels lucky he's in the right place at the right time. He takes on the champion, Leroy Taylor in black, Joe.
Leroy Taylor is a man, as he said, who's not going to give this away easily. He's had a tough time in his life. This is the thing that he holds on to, values more than anything else, is the world title. Jay Trimble hasn't had it quite so tough, but he has been equally determined.
Right now, a feeling out process. Both fighters realize the danger of their opponent. Taylor with a longer leg and arms probably would like to keep Trimble at a distance, don't you think, Joe?
I think that would be to his advantage to keep Trimble to a distance. In his last fight, Taylor's punching power was stronger than we'd ever seen it before. It looked like he might have gotten Trimble's attention with that right hand.
And earlier with a single left hand, Taylor has scored with the hands first.
Last year, Leroy Taylor was able to stop Ishmael Robles with a fairly serious cut, and he had more power in his hands. Now there we saw Taylor doing something interesting. He threw a left hook, right hand, but he pulled back away from it, like he didn't really commit to the punch.
Testing out the moves, maybe, of Jerry Trimble.
Both these fighters are very fast. Both are very flashy. Neither one of them knows exactly what the speed is of the other one.
Trimble likes to do barrages, doesn't he, Joe? Seeks an opening and then exploits it.
And he also seems to fight best once he's been nailed. If he gets nailed, it really brings out the best in him.
Taylor with a slight smile on his lips, wants to avenge his brother's knockout. Not long ago when Jerry Trimble put his brother to the canvas. And Leroy says he didn't do it fairly. He accuses Trimble of a thumb in the eye in that fight, which didn't allow his brother to continue.
At this point, it looks like Taylor is going to use his reach to try to keep Trimble away from him at a distance. He's not going to let Trimble get close to him.
Round number 2 underway. Trimble, the golden boy in gold pants. The champion, Leroy Taylor in black. Very close first round. Maybe to the advantage of Taylor from now.
It just barely grazed Taylor, no harm done. The crowd obviously liked it, but that gives you an idea of the flash of Trimble when he lets it go.
Good right hand by Taylor that time. Coming flush in the cheek.
Trimble's right hand was behind the ear, high on the head. I think Taylor probably came off better on that one. Good round kick to the face then by Trimble.
Joe, how would you score the first round?
I had the first round for Taylor myself because of that first right hand that he landed.
That's Joe Corley's unofficial count. Lots of action in this one. Both fighters predicted it would not go all the way, but right now, neither fighter has really gambled much.
There you go.
Trimble got inside without getting hit.
Looks like Taylor has a plan that when Trimble closes with a hard, long charging blow, he's going to step inside and throw a right hand, left hook, or a left hook, right hand, either one that he can unload first. The rounds, of course, are 2 minutes. Each fighter must throw 8 powerful kicks in every round.
Good left jab that time by Trimble. It caught Taylor a little high. You see in the lower section of your screen, 10 seconds remaining in round number 2. There's the bell. It ends the second round. Joe, how do you have it scored up until now? It's been awfully close.
I've got it dead even.
39-39, the unofficial count by Joe Corley. Art Ekman and Joe Corley in the 5th round for light welterweight championship bout.
Fights like this are very, very difficult to score. Nobody getting hurt. The shots are not easy shots they're throwing. They're just not landing hard. Their form takes it.
One of the wearing down factors so far.
He knows the warning Leroy Taylor for holding the leg. Remember, it's illegal to hold the leg and try to throw a punch at the same time.
And contact karate does not allow clinching at any time. Trimble almost walking into that right hand.
That right hand he threw to the body may be used to try to set up a left hook behind it afterwards.
Taylor at distance, Trimble edging in. Trimble really not with the opportunity to throw many hands. Taylor says away. Good right hand by Taylor.
Like you said in the profile, the long rangy kicks of Taylor make him keep his opponent at the distance he wants him. He picks that front leg up, pops you in the face with it, makes you respect it. It's a lot harder than a jab.
Taylor saying before this fight started, no one's out-kicked me. And oh, short left hand.
Taylor's trying to show that didn't bother him at all. He's taking the aggressive posture now.
The champion, though, is brilliant. Not showing what he's hurt. There's the bell. That ends the 5th round. What a spinning back fist, the first one of the fight, and it certainly connected surprising Leroy Taylor. Let's take a look at it, Joe.
Spinning back fist, you saw again. Taylor, though, right on the end, to his credit, moved the head in just the right direction. Look where his body is. He's pulling his head back, pulling his body back. He did not take the force of that blow full
hurting him to the body with those kicks. And the same way you go to his body with those kicks, go to his head. Okay? Plan him. Plan him. What I tell you about planning, man?
You gotta go forward. You're going back too much. You gotta go forward.
You the man.
You gotta go forward.
You the man. He tired.
Nash and Taylor advising their fighter,
Throw that straight right,
Leroy Taylor, not to back up as much. Taylor didn't plan on this fight going more than 5 rounds in the pre-fight publicity. He said, I'm stronger. I'm too strong for Trimble.
A lot of people underestimate Jerry Trimble's speed. When you're in the ring with him, he appears a lot faster than he does outside the ring. That is from a fighter's point of view.
Round number 6 underway. After 4 rounds, Joe, you had it even. What about after 5?
I gave that last round to Trimble, so I've got him up by 1 point now.
That scoring is unofficial, especially with the closeness of a fight like this. Even though the expert eye, Joe Corley, he sees it from one direction as we do. And a good combination that time by Taylor. Bounced the head back of Trimble. It didn't seem to bother him much. It wasn't powerful, but it was well placed.
The right hand was very well placed. So was the left hand behind it. Good and stiff.
Trimble edging in. Taylor still backing up, despite what his handlers told him in the corner. Notice they don't clinch, they break it right away. Otherwise, Jim Irving has to step in. Left hand by Trimble. Taylor tries to right, couldn't sneak it in. Another left hand by Trimble. Taylor comes fighting back though. Oh, a nice right hand had Taylor just leaning in, not away from a shot.
Right under the heart. Those are the kind of things that will slow you down later. If you were to hit the average man like that, you would slow him down immediately. Oh, Trimble tried to zero into that right hand.
His eyes open as he throws. Trimble in the corner wants to get out of there.
He felt a little uncomfortable over there in Taylor's corner, no question about it. He continues to dig the right hand in just below the heart.
You see the long reach of Taylor. It's a great advantage. And he catches Trimble coming in. There's the bell. That ends the 6th round.
I
Do it. Don't just tell me yes and then go in there and don't.
Training with Asa Gordon, working with him for the last 3 months. Asa Gordon extremely sick today, not able to make this fight. That has got to have an emotional impact on Jerry Trimble's performance.
Round 7. Both fighters tiring just a bit, but it seems like there's a very proportionate there. Both fighters have about the same conditioning level. You have Trimble ahead by 1 point, Joe, after 6 rounds, or after 5 rounds. We just completed the 6th, early in the 7th. How would you have it now?
Still got him up by 1. That last round was just too even for me to call.
Nice right hand block by Taylor. Kick by Trimble.
Taylor has been around a lot.
By Taylor, winning infighting.
When they're inside, Taylor's beating Trimble.
That's why Trimble's wanting to give the combination, then get out and in kick.
Looks like Trimble has a definite advantage in speed as far as closing the distance is concerned, but inside he's not unloading his hands as quickly as Taylor is.
Intimidation factor standing in the corner. Comes out with a left hand and a good left hand. Taylor looked at it and got in the back of the head, a non-dangerous portion.
And the right hand knocked Taylor a little bit off balance. Truman Irving is calling it a headbutt. Obviously not a malicious headbutt.
It cut Trimble, though. Take a look at Trimble's corner.
Calling the Dr. John Keating up.
A tough break maybe for Jerry Trimble, who got it cut right above the left eye.
Looks like it's cut both fighters. It's cut both fighters.
Let's go look at the other one, too. We do have a headbutt, though.
There you see it up high. Then there's a cut right above the eyebrow. Let's take a look and see if we can see what actually happened in slow motion now.
I couldn't see it from where I was sitting. Saw the right hands go.
Boy, you can see the grimace on Trimble's face. Let's check out the other angle.
Trimble off balance. Oh, you see it there. Trimble off balance.
The cut on Taylor is on the eyelid itself, just above the eye. The ringside doctor once again taking a look at the cut on Taylor's eye. Evidently, they've stopped the bleeding of the high forehead cut by Jerry Trimble.
Remember, in contact karate rules, if the referee wanted to, he could take a look at the videotape and even an accidental foul and determine who was at fault. And if he could determine who was at fault, he could make his determination from there.
Can I see this one step beyond, one frame beyond this?
One step beyond.
Step beyond this frame.
That's where they separate.
I don't think it's there yet.
Yeah, it's already happened.
Keep going.
That's his right hand.
Yeah.
The right hand thrown by Trimble seems to be after they collided heads. They had already collided heads. Left eyebrow to left eyebrow.
Okay, that's where I see it there.
The question has to be, I guess, Art, if whether or not it was a no-fault foul or whether one of the fighters was to blame. If it was a no-fault foul, as I understand the rules, you go to the scorecards, and the fight is going to be given to the man that was ahead on the scorecards.
Okay.
At that point in time.
It's got to be stopped.
Who can't continue?
Based on
Keating said that the cut over
Taylor cannot continue.
Leroy Taylor's eye was too serious to continue.
I am stopping the fight at this point.
Joe Corley, it'll be interesting the comments of the fighters as you make your way.
No-fault foul. And so this is the 7th round. It's a no-fault foul. Both men contributed to the foul. What we're going to have to do is go to the scorecard, judges' scorecard.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. Judge Willis scores 5-9 to 5-7. Judge McCutcheon scores 5-9 to 5-8. Judge Worley scores 5-8 to 5-9. The winner is Jerry Trimble.
Atlanta's Jerry Trimble was ahead on the scorecards and becomes the world light welterweight champion. We wondered if Jerry could control his emotional side and better put and funnel that emotion into a productive attack for a key win. Now, this is a little bit anti-dramatic because of the fact of the way the fight ended. We want Joe Corley now to get into the ring, as he is. Jerry Trimble right now is talking with the former champion, a very disgusted former champion, and I would imagine that he is talking about a rematch. I will give you a rematch. I thought I saw his lips motion at that time. Jerry Trimble holding up the hand of Leroy Taylor, but Leroy Taylor wanting none of it. Joe Corley now getting into Jerry Trimble's area, and let's go up into the ring.
Jerry,
now.
you surely don't want to win a title like this.
No, I don't, Joe. I mean, it was nobody's fault. We both just clashed heads on each other, but I think the judges did do a right score count, because I think I was ahead on scoring.
Well, you've got a cut that's high on the head. That obviously would not have affected the outcome of the fight.
Right. His was right on his eye. He come in charged like this.
Well, it looked on the video replay like you threw a right hand. You were a little off balance as he countered. His left side of his head collided with the left side of yours. Obviously, nobody tried to throw a headbutt.
Right. It was, like I said, it was a no fault. It was, I mean, this corner shouldn't be that mad about. I mean, they should be mad, but not mad at me, because it's, you know, I'm sorry it had to come out like this. But
how do you feel about giving him a rematch right away?
Right away, that sounds fine with me.
Leroy, obviously nobody here, not you, not Trimble, wanted to see it end like this. The cut you've got there was fight threatening. The one he had was high on his head. What are you feeling?
He butted me. He butted me. He was waiting for me to come into the corner. I came into the corner because I was going to do some techniques on him, and he came for, he lunged forward with his head. I mean, you could, I mean, if if we were fighting, I'm sure his cut would have been lower. And mine is severe, and I have to go to the hospital right now. And he have on his forehead, and so
we got a chance to take a look at it there a couple of times in slow motion. It looked like he threw a right hand. He was a little off balance. When you came back with the left hand, with your right hand counter, this is when your head collided. Obviously, didn't seem to be any fault, but do you feel Jerry tried to do it purposely?
When I threw my right hand, Jerry came with his right hand and came with his head. He came forward with his head, like he was throwing the right hand, but he came with his head and butted me.
So you feel like he was doing it on purpose?
I was robbed.